For our project, we went to 3 different neighborhoods. We went to the richest neighborhood in Buckhead, which is one of the richest in Atlanta. We went to a middle-class neighborhood in Atlantic Station, and we went to a very poor neighborhood in 30314. We took pictures in all of the neighborhoods and took photos of mainly the houses. We did this so we could compare and contrast the photos in a video.
We decided to do this project because we wanted to show people that poverty is an issue that is not far away, it is in their backyard. All these neighborhoods were within 30 minutes of each other, but they were all drastically different. We wanted to break the bubble that many wealthy people have and live in and show them that poverty is an issue that is not far away, it is right next to them, and that it needs to be addressed.
A common misconception I have heard a lot is the richer a neighborhood is, the more welcoming it is. When we went to 3 different places with 3 drastically different classes, we found the opposite. In Atlantic Station, people mind their own business and acted like we weren't there. I wouldn't say they acted welcoming, but they didn't act standoffish either. It was as if it were any other day in their life and nothing out of the ordinary was happening. In 30327, the richest neighborhood, people gave us weird glances wherever we went. They treated us like we didn't fit in when they stared at our clothes and car. People stopped us aggressively and asked us what we were doing. The gates were closed with heavy-duty locks, giving us the impression that we weren't invited in.
In Buckhead, the environment was very different, and it was more cold and unwelcoming. Seeing the castles hidden behind half a mile of driveway and a gate just gave Buckhead a very unwelcoming vibe. When we were taking pictures, we were shown dirty looks and even asked what we were doing in a very condescending manner. The whole time we were there, Lainey and I felt like we were trespassing and that we didn't belong.
By doing this project, I saw just how prominent the wage gap in Atlanta is. People in Buckhead were merely 30 minutes away from the lower class neighborhood, yet their houses would tower over the ones in 30314. It opened my eyes to see how much it benefited to be rich. The kids in Buckhead walked around in name brand clothing and new textbooks, whereas kids in 30314 had to wear whatever their family could afford with old school supplies and little sense of hope and security. Kids growing up in Buckhead saw flags of Ivy League schools wherever they went, and all their neighbors had well-paying, respected jobs. On the other hand, kids growing up in 30314 didn't know a lot of people, if any, with highly respected jobs, leaving them hopeless for a better life.
When we went to the poorest neighborhood, 30314, I wasn't expecting to be as impacted as I was. Seeing how other people live and how much less they had than me really made me think about what I had. Seeing how many houses were boarded up and the piles of trash outside in the yards opened my eyes, and I saw how fortunate I am. Everyone we ran into seemed very nice and said hi and asked us how we were doing, which was very unlike Buckhead or Atlantic Station. There was one grocery store in the area and no big stores or clothing stores or anything of the sort. Right near the area is Old Fourth Ward and Punt City Market, but the people living in this impoverished area probably would have to go farther to find products that they can afford. I was surprised by the school here because it seemed recently redone and nicer than Morris Brandon Elementary, the elementary school in Buckhead.
When we went to 30314, the people living there were very friendly. The first encounter we had with someone was a man in his car. He asked us how we were, what we were doing, and where we went to school. All the while, he had a giant friendly smile on his face. People stopped us when we crossed the street and waved us goodbye. While walking, people would give us a polite nod and a grin. I felt like they welcomed me like their neighbor, and I left in a better mood than I came in with. Unless we reach out to people struggling in our own country, we won't understand the plights of the impoverished or recognize our own privileges and our ability to make change. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to share this video with your friends and family because this is a really important issue we need to bring attention to.